And the thing is, I also did like an not quite intentional, actually more like unintentional thing with the pre-concert cam. On day one, there were some cute Takamori cosplayers, but they weren't shown in the opening. I saw screenshots of them afterwards. They were shown through somewhere, I don't know where. Throughout the concert, they were shown, and it looked pretty dark. You couldn't see them properly. But I was happy to see them, and I recognized the Wawa, especially. Because that's actually the Gigi that I talked about that reacted to Jean saying in a cosplay event, you know, the story that I told you about, Jean being like, Gigi! And the Gigi cosplayer turns around and like, whoa, Kiara! That is that person, Toby. This time doing Wawa at the concert. Yippee. They did Takamori on the first day, and I was like, ah man, I wish they like would have been on the opening free portion camera so that they could maybe, I don't know, kiss, give each other a peck on the cheek or something. That would have been cute. So you guys saw our interactions on Twitter, and then I DM'd her and I was like, are you gonna be Wawa again the next day? And she wasn't planning on it, but she was like, I can do it for you. I'm like, okay, do it. And I tried to pull some strings. I couldn't promise anything, but I tried to pull some strings and organize a few things, a little bit selfishly. And I just told them to like maybe, you know, just give a kiss on the cheek or something. But oh, they're actually dating. I didn't realize until after. I thought they were just like roommates or something. You know, friends who have no problem with kissing, I suppose. But no, they were dating. So I wasn't sure if it was okay to ask them for like a real kiss, because I didn't know they were dating. I was just like, oh, you guys can like just give each other a kiss on the cheek. But even better, they're dating! And so they went all in! Yatta! And it worked. It worked. So now there's a connection to draw there between that and the MC, where it's like, oh, wow, like let's say that's not a cosplayer, but like really me, right? I'm there kissing Callie. Okay, that's my in this storyline, that is my main relationship. Okay, and then I show up on stage, kiss cam goes on me, I'm oblivious, I'm hanging out with my affair, Iris. Oh, I'm a cheater. Yay! Yippee! It just works perfectly. But again, me suggesting to do that kiss cam moment was not planned that far ahead, and the Takamori cosplay kiss, I didn't even, you know, I didn't connect that like that. That was actually just conveniently, it worked out well. Yeah, then there was a time where, I don't know, Cecilia was sitting next to me, and just like we were chilling and we were having a conversation, and Rauda was also in the room, I think. Yeah, Rauda was sitting next to Cecilia. I was sitting next to Cecilia. We were sandwiching Cecilia, and like, I don't know how we got into this conversation, but we were talking in accents about accents. I think Cecilia was watching like a TikTok or something from a lady who was doing German accents. And then we talked about our German accents. And when we talked to each other, we talked in excessive German accent. And just entertaining each other with that, and entertaining people who might be listening in. And then I was like, okay, how about like a French accent? And I'm saying like, read this out, because people say I have a really good French accent, but at the moment I couldn't recreate it properly. So she was making fun of me, and she was roasting me for my shitty French accent, because it kept on turning into an Italian accent. And Raora heard it and thought, you know, I was doing my Italian accent thing again, but I wasn't even trying to. I was trying to do a French accent, but it kept on like smoothing into an Italian accent, and then I was embarrassed, because I honestly, sometimes I can do a really really good French one, right? And then she does her French accent, and I'm like, that's not strong enough either, though. Like, we're trying to do excessive accents. You should do a stronger one. She tries, and then we end up indeed also making Italian accents. So we were doing all kinds of accents, and then I had an idea, and I pitched it to Cecilia, and I said, what if we just do a stream where the whole time we speak in the strongest ever German accent? But that's just funny to me, I think. She liked the idea too. You guys are now like, yes, yes, please. But when we actually do it in action, it would be cringe, guys. It would not be funny, I think. Even though the people in the backstage room, when they heard me and Cecilia speaking in the strongest ever German accent, they were laughing. But doing that for an hour? We'll think about it.
People share rooms or everyone have their own room. Everyone had their own room. I think the only ones who shared is probably Flamoko. They always get Flamoko 2 rooms, but they end up only sharing 1 room. So they always offer. They're like, oh yeah, by the way, they gave us 2 rooms again, so we can use one as like the gathering room. So that's what usually happens. Yeah, it's like the spare room that we get, I guess, is like the hangout room. So that's good, yeah.
Actually, it was really convenient. Like, they were planning that to like have like Callie was gonna get a lot of pizza, and we had like a spare room. I feel like we always have a spare room because of Fuamoko, because they always get 2 rooms, even though they don't need 2 rooms. So we always have a spare room that we all just use to hang out. Actually, kind of great.
I love singing and dancing with Fuamoko too. I always chase after their tails when they're not looking. Don't tell them though. Well, I think it turned out okay. I really liked the T-pose. T for taco. I should have a picture somewhere. Hold on. Ah, there we go. Ta-da! Rejoice, tacos! World domination is near. T. Subarashi! Are you not entertained? But this image itself is... if I showed this to day one Ina, she'd be like, I thought world domination was just a joke. It is not a joke, it's very serious, okay? Another thing I guess that happened was... I was already emotional after Myth MC. For, you know, lots of reasons, but... at the same time, I was like, you know, I feel really hopeful after seeing how happy the fans were. And Myth staying strong. And then I think this also destroyed a lot of other people. And then comes Callie's solo, starting with End of Alive. Zurui! Zurui, somebody karaoke. I thank goodness the microphone was off, because I started bawling afterwards. That was foul, Morikalapi. How could you do this to me? I was already emotional. I held it in for the MC. Thank goodness it was a medley. I know. And yeah, after she was done, I was like, man, Morikalapi, how could you do this to me? And I made her suffer by doing multiple Michael Moose impressions. Because I know there's a couple of instances I've made her laugh a lot with it. And she told me some of the things I've said keeps her awake at night. Now I know her weakness. And so I got her back with some really good Michael Moose impressions. Excellent, excellent. I know. There's just something about teasing Callie that's just so fun, you know. It was really funny because a couple days earlier, I think when we were shopping, we saw like a bunch of Michael Moose stuff, and then came the topic of who has the best Michael Moose impression in Hololive. I'm just like, come on. Come on. Is that even a question? Is that even a question to ask who has the best Michael Moose impression? I kept trying to prove my point by doing the impression like under my breath while walking through the stores, and I'm just like, I would have never done this like 5 years ago. How things have changed. At the same time though, like I look back at my older streams and stuff I've said like 5 years ago, and I realized like just I've talked about this with the other myth members too, like just like how we've grown a lot as a person over the 5 years. And like 5 years ago, Ina is a stranger to me. It's a long time if you think about it. So yeah.
SCC was very, very hyped shopping. It was cute. She just flew. Oh, and then and in the store, there was like this there was this dude who we weren't so sure if he was like an employee for one of the stores or if he was just kind of there chilling. Suddenly called over to us being like, hey ladies, hey. And we all ran. Ladies, you're shopping, ladies. We ran away as but then one of us got caught. You'll probably hear the story from her as well, most likely, but you know, I'll just say one of us got caught by the dude. And like, you know, it's like, where are you from? And she was just like, oh, like I guess she felt too bad to completely ignore him. And she got stuck there. Meanwhile, the rest of us, the three of us, just run through. Or we're like, I think two of them ran through. Me, I was like, I sort of ran through, but I was like kept a distance. So I was like, I wanted, because the other two ran through, I didn't want like, you know, the one that was stuck with the dude to be left, you know, to be lost and not find us. So I was hiding in a corner, like watching from afar. I was hiding in a corner watching from afar. Making sure to know where the other two were that dashed off, and her being stuck at the dude. And then you know, she was somehow able to shrug off the dude after a bit. It looked really hard to shrug him off because he was very talkative. And then she came up to me and she was like, you guys abandoned me. You guys abandoned me. And amongst us, there was one extreme introvert, not introvert, I mean extrovert. Among us four, there is one extreme extrovert, and she was just like, why did the extrovert not, why was the extrovert, this is the time when the extrovert is supposed to do her job. Anyways, she was just like, you guys left me. You guys are horrible, you abandoned me. We're like, sorry. We're too scared. Random people suddenly coming up to talk Scaly, you know? When she was like, you guys abandoned me! We were like, you know, you're supposed to just walk and run. You're supposed to run past them and not blink an eye. I don't think they were a store person either. I asked her, I was like, were they an employee or something? And she was like, no, it wasn't. It was just some I don't think so. It was just some random dude. Suddenly saying that he has an Instagram and everything. It was just a random dude. We're like, yep, okay. It was fine. I think they just had a conversation. It was just a how's New York conversation, and then we left. Yeah. I was looking from afar. I was looking from afar. Oh my god. Oh wait. Have I talked about... I wonder if I can talk about this. I wonder if I could talk about this. I was at the airport and I had a backpack on, right? Apparently my zipper, one of my backpack zippers was full on open. I didn't notice. And then a kind lady, a kind girl who was on the same elevator as me was like, "Oh, miss, your backpack zipper's open. Gotta be careful." And I was like, "Oh, you're right. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Hello, Raiders. Welcome." And it was like literally the same zipper that had my wallet and everything. And I was like, "Ah! Sumimasen! Arigatou gozaimasu! Hontou ni tasukarimashita! Arigatou gozaimasu! Thank you so much! You really saved me!" She was a cute lady, yes. She was a cute girl. I was like, "Oh, what a nice, kind girl. What a nice, kind girl." Was what happened in the elevator. Literally. 30 minutes later, I arrive and, and then I see some of my JP senpais there too. We were flying, right? And then I see Subaru senpai. And we were like, "Ah!" Because it was actually Subaru senpai that told me that my backpack was open. And we didn't notice it was us. It wasn't my first time meeting her, which wasn't her first time meeting me either, but we didn't realize it was us. It was each other. We're like, "Oh, you were the one with the backpack open." I was like, "Oh, you were the one who was nice enough, kind enough to tell me it was open." Yeah. Like, what a coinky dink. I didn't recognize. Kizukankatta. How? We were both like, how did we not notice? But anyways, yeah. That happened. That happened. We were like, "Oh, that's a good one, right?" Yeah. I was like, "Man, can I say this?" But it's too good to not say.
I just love singing and dancing, performing. Seeing your energy is what really motivates me to do more. So I feel like a vampire, but like I feed on the energy and passion of the fans. Go, "Oh, they're so excited. I feel energized." And then I'm ready for more performances. Yeah. Oh, yeah. This is one of my favorite shots. Can you make the smile for us? How's that? Is it pretty much the same?
Approved.
People share rooms or everyone have their own room? Everyone had their own room. I think the only ones who shared is probably Flamoko. They always get Flamoko 2 rooms, but they end up only sharing 1 room. So they always offer. They're like, "Oh yeah, by the way, they gave us 2 rooms again, so we can use one as like the gathering room." It's like the spare room that we get, I guess, is like the hangout room. So that's good, yeah. Oh yeah, before the day after, I guess I can also talk about my other group performances. Shally's, Flamoko, and Cece. Man, it was so cool seeing Cece just whip up the violin. And during rehearsals, the staff were like, "Wow, Ina-san, you're really good at singing Shally's." I'm just like, well, I happen to perhaps sing it in a very close proximity to a certain birthday line. They're like, "Wow, your pronunciation and remembering the lyrics is so good." I was like, yeah, I love singing and dancing with Flamoko too. I always chase after their tails when they're not looking. Don't tell them though. Aki was so happy you picked it. I know! I wish we can have Aki senpai as a guest one of the years too. It'll be nice. Yeah.
Anyways, that skips a few days. Going back to day 1. I get back to the hotel after shopping, very tired. Super tired. And there was still some time, so then we had this little pizza party where I did not eat any pizza because I was so full. I was so full. And everyone was eating pizza. I was just like, I'm full from that restaurant I ate in the afternoon. Can I say something? I think I definitely lost weight going to New York. I didn't think it was possible. I didn't think it was possible, guys. I came back and I'm like, I lost weight. I lost weight because I was just so tired. Like, I think I was just so tired that my... Like, being tired was won over being hungry most of the time. Speaking of, though, I will eat this protein bar just so that I can be healthy. And I was like, you know, moved a lot. Moved a lot. Was just so tired. Did not eat. I just slept. Or tried to sleep. God, protein bars are so, like... They're okay, but they're so dry. I'm trying to eat right now because Crony was like, I need to eat something in the morning. And I'm like, why? She's like, because it boosts your metabolism. I'm like, oh, I need to boost my metabolism.
What was your favorite wholesome moment? Okay, I'm gonna put her on blast. Gonna put her on blast! I get a DM later. Please, why did you say that? My favorite wholesome moment was Mokoko. Mokoko got like really emotional on the last day. I think it was Shuri who had to go. And then she like starts getting teary-eyed. I'm just standing there. And Fwawa, you know, Fwawa like takes her arm and like pets her and stuff and they're hugging. Oh, she was so emotional. And then I go up to her and she just says, just hug me. Or something like that. So I hug her and we're just hugging. We sit down, cuddling. It was so cute. It was so cute. It was so cute. I'm not laughing at her. I'm laughing at how cute she was. I think showing emotions is really good. I think crying is healthy and being vulnerable and showing emotions shows true strength in character. I'm laughing because I think it was very cute and precious and was my most favorite wholesome moment. Yeah, Fwawa and Mokoko, both of them, they were like, you gotta come back and visit us. Yes, okay. I already have some couches I'm allowed to sleep on when I come back.
Did you guys see? Let me show you what I've been up to. I wish it was easier to wait. I'm just gonna. I wish you could just right click on Twitter to save videos. Wait, let's loop that. Mesmerizing. Hey, I'm low-key twerking here. Am I not? It's not necessarily what I was trying to do. Yeah, my booty is doing something. Throwing it back on the official channel. Yeah, so today you can watch it. It's like 22 minutes. It's edited down. It's on the official channel. The theme is 3 sexy ladies. And 2 like dudes, aka Watamen Okayu-senpai. Horny, thirsty dudes. That's what they're supposed to be. Oji-sans. Who want to see our swimsuits.
But we all got to fool around and hang out a lot in the waiting room. As you guys probably heard the story about all of us sitting on each other's laps. Oh, that was so much fun. It was great, and we were all understood the assignment until Gigi got on, and she purposely was being silly with it and crushing us all. She's not even heavy, so that's why I was like, ugh. You know, because you know how kind of when you like make like a thing like that, like you sit on someone's lap, but you do it in a way in which you're like not really putting all your weight on them, and you're still kind of like balancing a bit on like your legs so that you don't like crush them, so that when other people get on, like you don't like kill the person underneath you by having like 5 people stacked on top of them technically. So we're all doing that until Gigi comes on and she just full force is like, nope. Yeah, we're all trying to protect poor Ollie who's sitting underneath this who's sitting underneath this pile of women. It was great. I need to clear my honor. I'm dumb, as you all know, and I had the stupidest thought because I saw a Slim Jim, and I'm gonna be honest, I haven't seen a Slim Jim in like years. I don't know how. I just feel like they haven't been in the places I expect them to be, so I haven't seen them. So I picked one up, and I immediately thought of the worst thing you can do with a Slim Jim. And I was like, there's only one person in this whole entire building who will be okay if I do that to her, and it's my wife, Ollie. So I went to Ollie with the fully packaged Slim Jim, and I lightly, not in any way like rough, gently put it against her face on both sides. I said, yeah, you like that? And of course, she started blushing. And me and her are both like laughing a little because like we're being silly. Subaru senpai totally misunderstood, and she came over and she's like, Narissa, no, Narissa. And I was like, eh? And I was like, no, it's a. So then I did it again because I was like trying to see if she would get the joke, and she did not. The repeat did not make her understand, and Ollie and me are just laughing at this point. And I was like, oh, do you want to try it? And Ollie was like, not really. No. I'm like, oh. So then I offered to Subaru, who goes ahead and takes a bite, and she's like, oh my god, it's so salty. I look over at Ollie and I'm like, I know what sort of tweet you can make about this. But then poor Subaru, she totally misunderstood. So like later she's like, I just couldn't believe Narissa would do such a thing. She was bullying Ollie. And Ollie was like, no, Subaru, that's not the case. It was this sort of joke. And Subaru was like, oh. I hope she was not too disturbed by my yabe. Yeah, all the girls are amazing, of course. And I was monopolizing Liz a lot, so I did my best to not monopolize Liz at the party. I was like, I need to let her spread her wings. But we did have a really funny moment later. So I'm an overly affectionate friend. An incredibly overly affectionate friend. I love my friends, and I don't mind a little kissing on the cheek. I will kiss my friends. I will kiss my homies on the cheek. And then me and Liz were both kissing each other on the cheek, and I think we both accidentally turned at the same time and kissed each other on the lips. And I screamed because I felt bad, and Liz was completely unfazed. She was like, yeah, what's wrong with it? And I was like, really? But yeah, it was great. I had my first kiss. I had my first kiss with Liz on accident. Chef's kiss, wonderful. Well, not my first kiss, but my first kiss with Liz. It's great. I'm collecting the Shio Raven and Blood Raven. I've gotten to kiss both. I kissed Shiori for you, or rather, she kissed me live on stage last year at Breaking Dimensions.
No, it's okay. I'll make it up to you. Just turn around.
Oh.
Okay, I know what to do.
Okay.
I got her nose!
I can't breathe. Help me.
And then now this year at All for One, I got to kiss Liz. What are you, an anime protagonist? No. Alas, I am not. But wouldn't that be nice?
A few moments later.
Sorry, Liz just messaged me. Oh, I don't know if I can say what was in it too. I don't know if Liz is probably not have this stream open right now, but As you guys know, last time I was in Japan with Liz, I'd created a gift for her that I put together, and this time she, at the end, gave me a gift, and she wrote me a letter, and I love getting letters. I feel like there's something so awesome about getting a like handwritten letter, especially, and from like a cute girl. Like that's really one of those things that can't be beat. And so then she got me another little gift. So I open up, it's a small box, and I open it up, and it's a ring. It's a ring with the heart-shaped gem on it. I think she wants me, you guys. I think she might want me. Liz, do you want me? I want you. I love you. Liz! Oh, it was so sweet. I was like literally like blushing the whole time. I was blushing the whole time. I was reading the letter and then opening it. Oh! So. I'm happy. Congrats! Good for you! Happy for you! Yeah, be jealous. Huh? She gave me a ring. That means we're gonna get married, right? We're gonna get married, right, jailbirds?
Hamilton, I haven't seen Hamilton. The other day, she didn't die. We were doing Hamilton songs during karaoke, and then there's a song and she talks about how Hamilton cheated or something, and it's like really dramatic, and there's a lot of plot in that one song. And I never actually knew the plot of Hamilton. I didn't even know who Hamilton was. And then we're standing down in the lobby of because we were doing something, and then I say, well, I should watch it because there's so much plot going on. And then she starts talking about it, and she starts talking about the person that wrote that play. And then she's like, yeah, and he like wrote all of that. And I'm like, oh, I thought it was Shakespeare. And then she looks at me, and I look at her, and she looks at me, and I look at her, and she's like, that's Hamlet. Apparently, Hamilton is like based off the founding fathers of America or something. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know who those are. I mean, I can guess. I know one of them is, don't tell me, Abraham Lincoln, right? Am I wrong? And the other one is George Washington, right? I know two of them. Hey, no? Oh. Wait, who are the founding fathers? Oh no, I'm gonna get canceled for this. Well, Hamilton was one apparently. Well, then Gigi's wrong because she said Lincoln was a founding father. Wait a minute. The thing is, I looked at her and I was like, she tells me, no, it's born on the founding father. And I'm like, okay, who are they? And she wasn't able to 100% tell me either. So really here, maybe she did. I don't remember. I might be wrong. Maybe she did. I don't remember. I'm gonna have to ask her. Or maybe she was just lying to me because she wanted me to walk around with false information. On this day, Cecilia McQueen said that Abraham Lincoln was a founding father. Okay, give me a founding father from a different country, okay? I didn't even have the American history in school. Don't know anything about them. John, Germany. That's the one.
You know, I met the yellow detective for the very first time. Oh my god, I love her so much. I am so happy I got to spend some time with her. It was so nice. I'll be honest, everyone. It was kind of sad, actually, that I didn't get the opportunity to meet her before, you know. Because when everything happened, I think Justice was a bit too young as well. And we didn't have the chance to meet in person. But, you know, I really liked her. She's super nice. And she's super sweet and adorable. And also she was complimenting a lot all my cute accessories. When I go out, I like putting like small things on my bag, for example, and she was like noticing all those little details, and that was adorable. She was noticing every single thing I had. It was so nice.
I met her. Yay!
We all met her. It was really fun. She was very sweet, very kind. Yay! It's first time meeting in person. She's very sweet. Yay! Yippee! Very interesting to talk to her as well. Yay!
Then we had kind of like an after party type thing in the evening. Got to hang out with all the girls one last time, and Ame was there. You guys probably heard about this. Everyone, of course, was really, really excited to see Ame. So it was a bit difficult. I didn't want to like unnecessarily insert myself, especially because Myth, you know, Ame is really special to everyone, but I didn't want to monopolize her, so I waited carefully. It's always nice to see her. She's always so friendly and smiley. And of course, we all miss her, so it's nice to have her show up. So I got to talk to her, and she was so nice. She was like, "Your solo is amazing. Your voice is so good." And I was like, "Ame, Ame." Yeah, it was so nice to see her again. Again, I mostly watched from a distance because I wanted to make sure everyone else really got a chance to talk, especially Myth members.
You know what? This reminds me of something I forgot to say yesterday in my recap stream. When I was at the musical with Ame and Crony and Raura, I was sitting next to Ame, and at some point she handed me something, the thing where you can look at things that are pretty far away. She had one of those, but like a one-eyed one. She had like a little tiny to-go binocular. So I got to use Ame's little binocular and monocular, yeah. She came so prepared. Is that so, Ame? It's pretty cute.
And I did get a gift from Ame. I got a little baguette. Everybody in Myth that was at the party got a little tiny present. I got a little piece of bread. I was so happy that she got to hang with us. I missed her. I gave her a big hug. I'm sure our paths will cross again in the future.
My mom came to New York and she was stalking you guys. She was sending me pictures. She was like, "Did you see this Pebble? Look, this Pebble is wearing your happy. Oh, look, this Pebble. This Pebble has a this Pebble has a Pebble hat on his head." Yeah. Specifically, the person with the Pebble hat, the full-on Pebble thing on your head, Mom Seki specifically called you out for that. She was spying. And I always say that, you know, I like to watch people. I like to watch HoloFans shop when I'm in anime stores, and I watch them and I'm like, haha. Or like anyone playing Crane Kings, I like to watch them like, haha. They don't know. And I think that's where I got it from. I got it from Mom. I was spending most of my time with my family. But I was having like really heckin' FOMO. But something to know about like my parents is like they never travel. So the fact that my mom traveled just for me, I was like, okay, I'll spend time with you. Plus, you know, I don't get to see them very often because I'm over here in Japan. I did do a lot of fun stuff though. Mainly I hung out with Shiori. Speaking of staring at fans, guess who went to the car? Guess who went to the car and spied even harder on people with Shiori. We got matching voice. Yeah, stalking you.
What did we do? What did I do? Well, what did I do? I don't remember. I arrived. We had a pizza party. I got to know Subaru-senpai, Toa-senpai, Risu, and Ollie much better. So that was nice. Like, I've talked to them before. I like them all really a lot. They're all really kind. I was able to talk quite a bit with Subaru-senpai, despite the language barrier, by just bashing head against while it worked. And she's super nice. I was really happy. And everyone else as well, of course. Yeah, Ollie was super fun. Ollie was very energetic. I knew what everyone was gonna sing. Like we had the set list, but I hadn't listened to Risu, Nerissa, Liz did Alice and You. Oh my god. It was so amazing. It was incredible. And I kept saying this, but I also kept thinking this. I was like, if I sang like any of those three, I would never shut up. How do they have the self-control of not constantly singing, constantly screaming? I would never stop singing. I would never stop talking. I would never shut up. I already talk a lot. Ooh, if I It was really good. Yeah, I got super goosebumps. It was crazy. Everything was good. Obviously, everyone was great. But that one was a highlight for me, definitely, as a viewer. That was so good. I would never shut up. I would never stop singing. I would just never shut. You would never get me to shut up. With great power comes great responsibility. I would never stop. Congrats, the concert ended beautifully. I wonder, did this trip make you feel more closer to members? I mean, overall, yes, of course. Anytime you spend, you know, you get closer and closer. But I would say that mostly everyone, I think the only people that I like got closer to in that sense, because we hung out a lot during the trip. I hung out a lot with everyone, even those that don't stay in Japan. So the only people that I got really like close to that I haven't really spoken to before were the ID and JP girls that were there. Riso, Ali, Senpai, Tsubara Senpai, Toa Senpai. So that was really fun. And then I feel like, yeah, I guess Kiara I got closer to, because I haven't, well, we did spend, I feel like every time we see each other in real life, we spend a lot of time together.
Oh yeah, before the day after, I guess I can also talk about my other group performances. Shally's, Flamoko, and Cece. Man, it was so cool seeing Cece just whip up the violin. So cool.
Oh, and like Cece suddenly pulling out the violin in the middle of the unit song that they had. I was like, what the fuck is this magic? Suddenly she has a fucking violin in her hands. Are you crazy? That was beautiful and so unexpected.
Yeah, Cece's violin solo was so cool. I was wondering how they were gonna do that. And then I see it and I'm like, oh! Like, I thought she was gonna be holding the violin from the beginning to the end. But then no, it just appears and then it just disappears. And I'm like, oh, that's so cool. Immersion, immersion, immersion.
Yeah, I was really happy that I was able to do my original song on stage because, I don't know, I don't think it's the perfect concert song because it's not, you know, it's not that idly, I guess. But I'm really happy that I got to do it because, I don't know, when all the lights turned green, it was very nice and I was very happy. And I was really happy with the other songs as well. My favorite was probably Chalice. I really liked Chalice. I was happy that I was able to do my little mini violin solo, my 10 seconds of violin. Can I talk about this? I think so. So, if you watch the performance, you can see Ina and I turning around this way and like kind of just like swaying from side to side. And that's when I have to like grab the violin and then I turn back again and I walk 2 steps and then I play it, right? And then when I finish, a staff walks in front of me, like scooching down in front of me, and then I have to give them the violin back. Like I play the last note, I go like high A, vibrato, and then I put my hands out, and then the staff was like bam bam, guess, and then they have to like crawl away. It was so funny. It was so funny. I felt so bad, but it was funny. Thank you very much, staff-son. Thank you, thank you.
Concert day 1, we had to get up early, and we had foods at the venue because everybody was getting cracking straight away with rehearsals, tech rehearsal, dress rehearsal, and all that. Like the usual with shows. With the dressing rooms, me, Narissa, and Bay shared one. And it was because at first I saw there was like this random one free. And I was like, well, this is a waste if nobody uses it, you know? And so I walked in, grabbed Narissa and pulled her into the room. Because I was like, you're coming with me. There we go. Pop you there. Yeah, I yoinked her. I was like, yep. It's because I walked into the room and she was the first one there. And I was like, well, come on. Yeah, it was just like little mini dressing room to the side, and I was like, well, might as well use it. So I basically bagsied it. And then I said to it was funny, there was a point where I said to the twins, I was like, you guys can bagsy it tomorrow if you like. And then they were like, and I say great Exadian things and then I don't realize, and then they're like, bagsy? And I'm like, oh yeah, that's a me thing. I don't realize great Exadian things I say until I say it, and then people are like, what? What is this Bagsy? For those that don't know, saying like you've bagsied something or Bagsy is like dibs or shotgun, I guess. Yeah, calling dibs. Too exotic for some, yeah. Yeah, what? That was like this pause, and I was like, oh yeah, I knew it was coming. I was like, there we go. I like your funny words, Blood Flame. I like your funny lingo.
My dad and mom, they were so impressed too. Yesterday they were watching again. They were like, look at her go. And they were like, look at all the pink pen lights. They were so, you know, proud. I think that's the best way to say it. My mom was like, oh, wait, what? How do you do that? How do you do that? I love her so much. She's so cute. They are very supporting. Now they are. Now they're very supporting. I'm so glad to have them. They're so sweet. They really are. Your dad would tell everyone in your town, no, please, no. I told my dad yesterday, please, do not say anything to anyone, please. This is important, man. And he was like, okay, I don't say anything. Can I at least say, no, Dad, no. No. You can't. You can't. And he was like, no. Okay, I don't say anything. He told everyone, oh, Dad, please. I know as a fact that one of his colleagues, he was like, oh, what are you doing in Japan? Are you singing and dancing? I was like, no. Dad, please, shut up. Can you not dox me for 5 minutes? Okay, Dad, no. Stop. He's so dangerous. He's so dangerous. I was like, no. I work in an office. And then my dad was like, oh yeah, she does work in an office.
I want to see everyone close up, though. This is our first time wearing something like this, so Bijou, won't you show off what you've got to us?
Okay. What are you looking at, huh? What you looking at, Fawn? You can look a little bit, okay? Here we go. Here's my skirt. You like the skirt? Oh, it's so pretty.
You're like highlighters.
Wow. Kira. I'm gonna blind you. Oh, wait, don't do it.
Flora, take over.
Go. This is kind of my first bathing suit, but what do you think?
The tail's
Papa! Yeah! Shiori, come here! Shiori! Sure enough, at your service! And look at my little ribbon! Okay, you can do this, good job! Bye-bye!
Last, but there's something a bit special on this outfit, don't you think? If you go down... Oh, there it is! Well, don't look there too much, but if you come up, you can see my waist and my top.
Armpits!
Yes, the pits!
And then, Alice and you with me, Narissa and Miso. Oh my god. This was one of the songs that I asked. I was like, please, can I sing Alice and You? It was one of the songs I wrote down. It was partially because of you guys, because I knew a lot of you in the kingdom really liked this song. So it was for you guys. Because I noticed that I would get requested a lot for Alice and you. And so when we got asked, I was like, oh, the kingdom would like this as a nice surprise. Thank you, I cried. I knew some of y'all who've asked me to sing it, but I was like, in my mind, like, not yet. My dad, the Duke, really liked this one too. I think he said it was one of his favorites. Yeah, Risu has such great vocals. Narissa, has great vocals. So it was really such an honor. Well, to be fair, actually, it's an honor to share the stage with like all the girls. Like I honestly, I mean it to the moon and back. Like I feel so blessed to be able to just sing with them. I feel so happy because everybody has such like lovely voices in all different ways. And I love the passion as well. Alice and you, so cool. It was so fun to sing. Like, yeah, Risu's original was great. And then we MC'd together. That was so cool. When I saw that it was like me and Risu were gonna MC together, I was like, oh my gosh. The D's nuts joke was was my doing. I'm sorry. I was trying to think of a joke between a policeman and a squirrel. If you want to see our little mini skit, then I won't spoil it too much, but Your Majesty. Look, it was funny. Look, it was funny.
But also, your cats are cute. It's we take naps here, and they're so cute. What's wrong?
Wait.
What?
That's
Oh,
not
wait.
normal.
Weren't Flamoka wearing those?
Yeah, but they're
Wait.
right.
Flamoka?
Guys?
We're
Hello?
here!
Eh?
Flamoka!
Where's here?
We're here! I hear your voice, but I do not see a body.
I think they're hiding.
Guys!
Guys?
No! Wait! Don't! Oh, they're so cute! Wait a second.
Yeah.
Wait,
I
the voices coming from the dogs?
I think this might be Flamoka.
Huh? What? Wait, does that mean Flamoka have been turned into Dobermans?
Oh my gosh! Yeah, you know, I think they actually look more like hellhounds like this. Don't you guys? Give him a big pet.
Yossi, good dog. You're a good girl, aren't you?
Yeah, good girl.
Good dog.
And then something else that was announced, I'm gonna actually cry. Something else that was announced on my anniversary, and it's happening tomorrow. Remember how I said there was something really big happening in August and I couldn't say anything yet because it wasn't announced? It's finally announced. I'm gonna be on TV! I'm gonna cry. I was invited to appear in HoloEN, which is a TV program from Studio Abeba. And you don't even understand. Is there a way to watch overseas? I'm pretty sure that if you click the link, there should be like an online streaming service that you can watch it on. Guys, you don't understand. It's with voice actors! I made it. Oh my god, you don't understand. It is like a special program that it's specifically for VTubers and voice actors. You need a VPN. Oh, if there's a will, there's a way. Guys, you don't understand. I'm going to die! Okay, I know Aoyuki is in one of the sections, but unfortunately, I am not in that specific section because I think tomorrow is like a big, there's a lot of different mini sections. They're doing like a full day TV program thing. If you're in that section, you'd explode. I'm already still exploding because have you seen who's in my section? I'm in the third section. We are playing Mario World, I think, which is concerning because I do not own a Switch 2, nor have I touched the game. So I may fail miserably. Guys! People that are in my section, I'm going to throw up. I'm literally going to throw up. Do you know who's in my section? It's literally Mario World with 5 Hololive production talents and 5 voice actors. Dobe-senpai, me, Laplace, Aruna senpai, and Aki senpai on the other team. I recognize a couple of them. Ishikawa Kaito. you guys don't know who Ishikawa Kaito-san is, Ishikawa Kaito is the VA for Kageyama in Haikyuu. Genos from One Punch Man. 2B. You don't understand. No, I don't think he did 2B. You don't understand. You don't understand. You don't understand. And you know who one of the other voice actresses are? She's silenced! She's the girl from the Mother's I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry. And then, you just got a couple other big names. Love Live, Bang Dream. I'm not okay. I'm not okay. Not Ishikawa Yui, sorry. Not Ishikawa Yui-san. Not 2B. Sorry. 9S? No. 9S was Kajiyuki-san, wasn't it? Wait, I don't know. I'm getting people mixed up. I'm sorry. Is it live? It's live! That's why I'm very concerned. Like, you put me in like a big group already. I'm gonna be like mousy. I'm gonna be like, I'm just not gonna talk. But I have to talk because it's gonna be a team. I'm sorry. Okay, that's fine. I have to summon all my extrovert energy for tomorrow. It's fine. It's going to be fine. I'm also just concerned because I've heard that Mario World is really hard. So like, even in Mario Kart, I can't really talk while playing because I'm concentrating, right? And I don't wanna let down my team. It's Mario Kart you've played before, but I haven't played. I don't know what makes Mario Kart World different. Aren't the maps like bigger or something? I don't know. If you speak English, they will all like it. That's my last trump card. Is I just start speaking English. Last way of distraction. My ult. It's my final ult. Eigo Jozen on Japanese TV. It's gonna be great. Add a breakfast burrito! Look at that.
Later.
Well, we're all off a flight. Our internal clock is absolutely screwed. We kind of just want some breakfast. So we found a place that did breakfast until quite late. And we were like, oh my god, this is perfect. Actually, I think it was fate. Because the restaurant that I chose randomly turned out to be... This was such a good restaurant. It was crazy. Do you know why? Because the first thing I saw on the menu, and I kid you not, was Vegemite toast. No cap. I'm not playing. It turns out I randomly chose an Australian restaurant. And I didn't realize. It was fate. I'm not even kidding. It spoke to my Aussie instincts. And it was so funny because the waitress that came up to us, she was like, oh, where are you guys from? Because, she could hear us speaking Japanese and stuff like that. And it was like a decently sized group. And then I was like, oh, we're all just visiting. We're from Japan. And then she looks at me and she's like, you're from Japan? Really? I swear I could have heard an Australian accent. And I was like, oh my god, wait, do you notice? And she's like, yeah, when you ordered, your flat white and like your oat milk and stuff like that. I was like, oh my god! Wait, oh my god, you noticed? Yeah, I'm Australian. And then she goes, this is an Australian restaurant. And I was like, oh my god!
All right, ladies, so first plan of action. Come on over, one on each side of me, pretty please.
Okay.
And then I would like you to turn around.
Oh, okay.
So, I have prepared for you blindfolds, so I'm gonna go ahead and you can feel free to adjust them as you'd like, but that way you won't be able to see anything since I have to direct you. So go ahead and turn back around.
Huh. I cannot see a thing.
Yes, perfect. That's exactly what we want.
I feel...
Bibu,
yes,
I want you to walk to the sound of my voice, okay?
Where is the sound of your voice?
Just right here.
Where is it here?
You're right, okay? Just a little, right? Okay, forward.
Quickly.
Okay, now come to me.
Where is Use?
Okay. Okay, Bibu.
Yes.
Come towards the sound of my voice.
Where is the sound of your voice?
Forward. Okay, stop. Now come this way a little bit.
What's
Turn
this way?
The way you hear where I am.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, pretend you're in an emergency. Okay, perfect.
I felt your breath.
Stop.
Okay.
Now I want you to turn a little bit this way.
This is in the way?
Like rotate your body.
Rotate me. This is all wrong.
Okay. So now I want you to place the one in your left hand down, okay?
No.
On the ground.
Like this?
Yeah, okay. Now I want you to walk slightly in this direction, just like crab
What
walk.
is this direction?
what year I'm at?
Oh, yes.
Like an immersive game.
I'm glad everyone had fun. Hits right in the Coco row. It's so funny. I sent the streaming ticket to friend Taro, and she was watching. And then she messaged me after. She's like, "Well done, amazing job as usual." And then she adds, "I love that song that you sung with the purple-haired girl." And I'm like, dude, that's not me. I think she was talking about Queen of the Night. I was like, bro? And then she was like, "Oh wait, sorry, no, that was the pink-haired girl. My apologies." I'm like, bro! Excuse me! Fake friend. Fake friend. Roll dice. Fake friend.
Yeah. That was the 2 days of the performance. I was so tired. It was literally crashed. What's this about Ina's hot sauce? Oh yeah, back to day 2. Sorry, we're going back. Day 2, Ina brought her hot sauce. And it killed like half the talents. She was telling me about like this one hot sauce that she really, really likes. And she had gotten a bottle of it and she brought it to day 2. And you know, we were all like, you know, eating, and I was like, "Oh my god, Ina, can I have a try of your hot sauce?" And she looked at me, she's like, "You're gonna die." And I was like, "You don't know that. Give it here." She was just like, you know, just splashing it on to her food like it was nothing. So I took her knife and then I licked a little bit off the knife. And I indeed did die. It tasted great. Did you see the universe? I did see the universe. It was tasty hot sauce. It had like a garlicky taste to it. It was really good. But it started, you know, on the tongue. And then it was the mouth. And then, you know, my nose started running. I started getting dizzy. Hearing started sounding a lot further away. The head started spinning. All from a tiny lick. Knees, weak arms, spaghetti. You're exaggerating, I hope. I wish I was. Like for me, when I eat really spicy food, obviously the nose starts running, but like for me, like my hearing starts to feel, it starts to feel like everything's just further away. And then if I stand up, my head starts spinning. That's like when I have really, really spicy food. It seemed to hurt everyone but the ID members. No! Risu also thought it was really, really spicy! She was dying too! I don't know about Ollie. Ollie's a tank. Yeah. Chunichu, thank you so much. Did you have to use the advice we gave you after the backstage seating space issues during Breaking Dimensions? If there's no room, just pick up stickers or someone similarly light and small and plant them on your lap. I sat on Iris and Crony and Narissa. I think I sat on a lot of people. I mean, people sat on me too. According to Iris, apparently my bone butt is gone, which is great. They didn't complain. Yeah. Crony was also saying, my bone butt is gone. It doesn't hurt anymore. Progress. I don't know why. Did my butt bone disintegrate? I don't know. Maybe I buffed the bone. Who knows?
Flashback.
It started because we were all sitting on the couch. And then I think there wasn't space. And I went to go sit on Iris's lap. Okay, just, you know. And then she started screaming. And I was so confused. So I went to go sit down and she was like, "Oh! Ah!" And then I got up. I was like, "Iris, what's wrong?" And then she was like, "You got a pointy butt. I feel real bone. And I'm like, huh? Did I break my butt? What? So she was like, wait, try again. So I sat on. She was like, ah! And then I sat on Koseki Beach's lap, and then she was like, I see. And then Crony was like, wait, let me have a try. And I sat on Crony's lap, and then she was like, I see. And I was like, what? CC got a violin solo in All for One. When are we gonna get a Bay Recorder solo breakdown in Hololive concert? Oh yeah, backstage, I was like playing around on the piano. I didn't realize that I never told people that I could play the piano. Some of the talents started like crowding around and were like, hey, you can play piano! Have I never said this? Oh. Maybe I haven't mentioned it. There was like a piano right next to like the refreshment area, and Subaru wanted to make a cup of tea, so I went to go boil. I went with her to boil like some water, and I was like, oh my god, there's a piano! And I started playing. You know, like when you play things for like, you know, it's like over like 10 years ago, but it's like it's ingrained in your muscle memory. So I started playing like River Flows in You, and then Subaru was like, what the f? You can play piano? I was like, yeah. Oh, yeah. And then I started playing, what was the other one? I don't know the name, but the one that goes, it's the nightmare of all pianists. Turkish March, there we go. And I think Callie and then Iris came in and they were like, you can play piano? I was like, yeah. Would you say you're good at piano? I mean, I think I was decent. I never got my diploma though, because I quit.
So I was at a conveni once, and I took like a bunch of like pen and sketchbooks, and it was like this cute little girl coming next to me. I don't know why. Like usually it's kind of rare that happened, and she was like, "Oh my god, do you like drawing?" And she said like English, Japanese English, you know, like enough that I could understand. And I was like, yeah, I like drawing. And she was like, oh, really? Do you have any social network? Do you have Twitter? And I was like, no. And then she was like, oh, okay. Do you have Instagram? And I was like, no. And then she was like, do you have Pixiv? No. Do you have Facebook? And I was like, no. And she was like, do you have Line? No. And then she was so confused about it. And I was like, okay, bye. I'm so sorry I couldn't say it. Oh, to be honest, I think it's actually suspicious when you don't give any social network, right? I felt so sorry, but I just told her like, you know, I don't like being on social media. I kinda said in this way so she was not feeling like bad, you know. Yeah. But in 2025 I think it's impossible to find someone that doesn't have social media. Yeah. I think I need to maybe make like a backup account just to don't be suspicious, you know. Because I thought about it the day after. I was like, that's kind of weird. Like, I wonder what this girl is thinking about me now. Like, I mean, I guess it's normal, but it's really rare. Like, what if I meet new people and I don't want to, you know, look suspicious? Maybe. Not the big cat. Yeah, that's gonna be my name.
There's so much to talk about. This is All for One. Well, I don't have too much because I was hanging out with my family. We heard you got lots of hugs and have had some, you know.
My daily routine actually for the entire trip was like, I wake up in the morning, I find the Bibu, I head pat the Bibu, and then that's how I start my day. It was nice that everyone was so close.
Oh yeah! My room was next to Ina's. So she actively seeked me out every morning for a head pat. That was a highlight. And like, boo! And head pat. I was like, ah. And even even though I was with my parents most of the time, I still returned in the morning to make sure Ina got the table head pack.
How long will I be able to avoid the pogo stick? Maybe just until now. Now I have to. It's not gonna go well, because I have to do it many times. Maybe at some point I can dash away when I see ground. I can ignore this zone. If we ignore this zone, where do I even go next? Maybe by the light? Yeah, babe, is my body gonna come to me? Am I cooked? I may be cooked forever and I need to find someone who can play this game well and let them retrieve my body. Ina, please fly to Austria right now and save my body. Ina. Who else is good Hollow Knight player? I'll pay your flight if I need to. Let me out of here. Wawa? 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 Wawa! Okay. Thank you guys so much for watching and supporting. I guess this is where it ends. I will never play Silk Song. I will never continue playing this game as a whole, because how would I ever get my body back? No! Give me my body back, body back, body back. Give me my body back, body back, body back. Can Ina, like, remote play via my computer? Wait, is Ina in the chat? Ina! No, wait, what's this timing? Is Ina actually here? What the fuck? Ina, please. I might need you to remote play. I lost my body forever because I'm too bad at pogo sticking my way. Oh, Ova! This is where you learn pogo. Well, it seems... No, Ina, I can't. I'm never gonna make it. Look at me going sideways. That's gonna be the end of me. I need the Wawa to come to me, but she's so far. Look where she is. That's so far. Okay. Yeah, if I could see her, I could maybe shoot her, but would she, like, if she's out of view, out of reach, can you shoot things that are out of the screen? More money will come. But that was quite a lot of money. Pogo, dash pogo. Is that necessary? Because, like, will I, like, dash my way into the water? Because that monster isn't that fast. Ah, dash while it's further away. Okay. And start already. But wait. When it's leaving. I'm so scared. And suddenly a miracle has occurred. Oh, you were here when you believed. Yes. It's really just three times in a row, but I mean, even reaching it with the dash perfectly was beautiful. I'm so glad. I thought this would be the end, the first day and the last day of my Hollow Knight playthrough. I mean, you know, I could always reassemble the money, but I would be very sad. Yatta!
Did TSA give you any trouble? No. On the contrary, I wasn't really asked anything. You know, when I was going through like the security check, I was with Toa and Subaru because they were a little bit nervous because they couldn't speak English. It was just the three of us, and then the guy looked at us and was like, "Yo, okay, what are you guys doing here?" Actually, no. They didn't even ask what we were doing. He just said, "You guys musicians?" And I'm like, what? Sure. I mean, yes? Question mark? We have that musician aura. Technically, yes. And then he was like, "Oh, what kind of music do you guys play?" And I'm like, you know, we do J-pop, online stuff. And he was like, "Ah, cool." He just let us through. It was very smooth though. Yeah. Just showed my album. Really should have. I think that might have been the most chill customs interview person I've ever encountered. I remember one time, the very first time I ever visited America, I was like interrogated, even though I was only there for like a tourist trip. Where are you going? Where are you staying? How many days are you staying? Where are you planning on going? Why are you planning on going? How many people are with you? Like, bro, I just want to go Disneyland, bro.
Oishi Takoyaki, thank you so much for the Aka Super Bum Bum Bum.
I loved your performance at Nandoha. You are by far my favorite dancer in HoloLive, bar none. Well worth buying 2-day tickets to all for one. Thank you. That means a lot. Thank you so much. You won't believe the vertical she gets next time. That's how you track my training, is you see how high my jumps become. And the higher I jump, the more you know, oh, she's leveling up, baby. Your kicks have become a lot better. Thank you! I think it's just because my overall, I would say, leg flexibility has increased. Just because of my my split training that I did over the past year. It's the inner thigh muscles have become a lot more flexible, I will say. Can you rocket kick like Callie? You mean the can kick? I remember when I used to do aerobics, we have to do that, like the high kicks. Brought back memories. Next year, Bay will flip like Gigi. I can't. I've mentioned this before. I don't know how to do a somersault. And I'm too scared to. You can. Yeah, I can. Cartwheels are easy. No, what if I hit my head? I can't do a cartwheel. No. It's impossible. Can you handstand? No, what if I hit my head? The most I've ever been able to do when it comes to gymnastics is do a front roll. And even then, I was so scared. You do bouldering and stuff that takes you really high, seems so tame in comparison. I think what it is, I'm just scared of being upside down. Wait, as in like when my head is so close to the floor. Like I'm fine being upside down in rides. And I'm just okay, look. Okay, I know how it sounds. It's when you can feel the gravity of yourself being upside... Okay. I don't trust my arms to be able to hold my weight. Like, the feeling of, like, going down. Like, the feeling of... You know when you do a cartwheel, you have to, like... The motion of, like, going down? I don't like that feeling. Because my head is too close to the ground. You know? Seems like a practice thing. Maybe. Okay, I didn't think how that would sound when I said it. You know what I mean.
There she is. Hi.
Hello.
You shall introduce yourself, Liz.
Roses are red, the fire of my heart is blue, also known as the Scarlet Queen, the harbinger of order, leader of justice. I am Elizabeth Rose Bloodflame.
Yeah.
Lovely to see you, Lovely. I'm with the pretty kitty and the pretty kitty's coach, Colossa. Wow.
Oh, yes.
Is she only my coach? So that means she's not gonna help you, Liz. Right? That's right. Cause is gonna help me, only me.
That's fine. We're all gonna have fun.
Damn it! I thought you get angry. This woman.
How dare you! It's not like the more the merrier or anything, Babaka. Hey, è tempo di duellare!
Yeah, è tempo di duellare. Te la faccio vedere io.
Oh my god.
Spin out to win! I'm gonna spin out the cards and I'm gonna win now.
Hey, you can say that. You're in between two Italians here. Hey.
Wow, lucky me.
No, like, in the sandwich.
Spina, tuina.
therapy too, like I was gonna have my 10th session, I think, between my America trips, I think. And then or before, I'm not sure. But anyway, I wrote to her and I was like, sorry, can we move it? Like, I don't have time and I think I'm sick or whatever. And she wrote back and she was like, oh, Miss Takanashi, you're like, she's always like praising me. She was like, yeah, I think it's really great that you realize that having them with like, it's not even that much time apart, but she was basically saying with so much time apart each session is bad. We should have like several, like all of them in a row in one go, and that's more effective, efficient. I'm glad you realized that. And I'm like thinking like, what? I didn't even say anything like that. But and also we only had one session left. But anyway, I was like, okay, well, at least it's a positive response. But I honestly don't think I'll go back to it to do it. Hololive, no, we don't have any health benefits because we're not employed. It's okay though. We can handle. We get enough pay. Yeah, I don't think it was helping. I just felt stupid the whole time. And yeah, maybe I could try other therapists, but I just think in general it's not quite for me, and I just want to take meds, if anything. Which I definitely... I wanted to get around that, but I was thinking, like, from what I know, like, when you start taking it, there's maybe a month or so of time where you'll probably feel worse mentally, and I didn't want that currently during the whole summer when I was so busy. I thought I should find a time, but like, when's ever the time to feel worse? Get them before winter starts. Yeah, like, I mean, well, maybe now-ish. Maybe in September I'll try to get them and start them, and hopefully it won't be much of a difference in mood. About a week of feeling really bad, then the second week started feeling normal, then after a month I started to feel good. Oh, okay. I see. You contact Crony. Yo, at some point Gigi, Gigi, and Crony were giving me a massage at the same time. That was pretty crazy. That kind of service, you gotta pay a lot for to get a double massage, yo, normally. Oh, it's crazy. Lucky girl, I know. I was in heaven. Takes a village to massage Wawa. Yeah. No, I was kind of overwhelmed though. I was kind of like, oh shit. Help. Yeah, Gigi's grip is crazy. I don't remember if she was doing the grip at the time, but she generally always does the Gigi grip. It's like a wrestling move, honestly. I feel like I'm being wrestled when she massages me, but in a good way. It's like, you know, like she's wrapping herself around you while massaging you. You feel like a baby, and she's the mommy. She's holding you really tight, giving you a good massage.
Darkness, thank you so much. Happy 4th anniversary. I'll always remember your 8-bit intro and outro. I thought you'd be a retro gamer, but I got an amazing Adorak Kami Oshi instead. I don't know. Here's the thing. I just thought the 8-bit concept was cool. I didn't realize that would put a certain image out about me. I liked the aesthetic, the 8-bit style. I thought retro is cool. What's the oldest game you've played? I don't know, fucking Temple Run. I saw this like reel that popped up on my Instagram, and it was like, oh, do you remember these like 25 games from the original iPhone? Oh my god, the memories. It was like throwing the paper into the bin, like the fan, Jetpack Joyride, Temple Run, Tap Tap Revenge, Cut the Rope, Doodle Jump, Fruit Ninja, Angry Birds. Oh, where's my water? That's the one with the crocodile. Bro, I completely forgot about that game. Piano Tiles, I remember. Dumb Ways to Die, I remember that one. Oh, yes, the one where it's many ways of killing your boss. That was a yikes. I thought it was really funny though. I just thought the sounds that it made when you like threw the ragdoll boss across the room, that was funny. 2048. I remember 2048, and then someone, you know, figured out the cheat was to always make sure, like, you aim to make sure that the biggest number is in like a corner. 2048, now that's a classic. Oh my god. Half of my screen, it would be split screen. On the left side would be YouTube or Netflix, or like watching a movie. On the right side would be 2048. Crossy Roads, I remember that. You made it to 1024, please. I think the highest I've ever been to was I had the 8000 block and then like a second 2048 block was probably the highest I've ever been. Gamer, I know. Man, those were the days. Sorry, where was I?
I'm a worm.
Hi, worm. Oh, my worm. Oh, my bad. Oh, no, I don't like this one. The game we're playing today is called Thank Goodness You're Here. I know absolutely nothing about this game except for that Elizabeth. So Gigi played the game and there was like a British joke in it about laying pipe.
What does laying pipe mean? Ask Liz.
And then Gigi messaged Liz and Liz answered with a aubergine emoji and a donut. That's all I know. She's right though. Yeah, I mean, she's right. Ask Liz as well when it comes up. Do you think I can trick her into thinking that I don't know? POV Liz DMs. It's just something about that really cracks me up. I don't know. Humor of an 8th grader. That's a giant lollipop. My mouse doesn't even open that. Oh, shut up. Do not even think about it. Do not, I'm telling you, do not even think the thought. And do not even think about thinking what you're about to think. Do not. That's gigantic umbrella. It's just for me and whoever comes under it, you know? Sharing the umbrellas chat. Yeah, sure. No, sorry, you're too wide. Okay, anyways, let's play a game. Out of my way! Ew!
I've dropped it.
Ew!
That's okay. I've got another.
No! Stop! Stop! No!
Dropped it again.
No! No! I don't like
right.
that.
Got some more
No!
inside.